to yet another episode of Jewellery Pod. Today, I am thrilled to be in the studios of World Academy of Design, where I will be speaking with the director and founder of World Academy of Design. Visionary Mr. Tarun Jain has not only given to UAE but to the world a unique design academy where it is equipped with all the skills and solutions required to excel in the jewelry world, especially after pandemic. World is not same. How we see it and how we learn things, why should be our ways. So without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Tarun Jain and let's know from him what he has to offer with World Academy of Design. Welcome Mr. Tarun Jain. I'm actually very happy to be meeting you in person and talking about World Academy of Design.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations for your new venture, and I would love you to tell our listeners what it's all about and what it has to offer. And also I would like you to start with your introduction.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you so much for your Jewellery Pod program. I am glad to join you today.
Thank you so much.
Asking about the academy goes back to my childhood time and my journey in the jewelry industry when I started jewelry business 35 years ago. And during my journey, I realized that the designers who are coming in for designing, they don't have the technical skills. And I was really worried about this part, why designers don't learn technical things. Then I myself, after 10 years of my business, I decided to learn jewelry designing formally from an institute to find out what is the issue, why people are not trained. And then I realized that there has to be a technical training by a jeweler for the designers. Like an engineer, if you are creating an engineer, an engineer needs to create the course. Then only a person will become a perfect engineer. Similarly, jewelry is also such a specific skill training industry that you really need technical skills. So that journey went on, and after like 35 years of my journey, I did exports, I did retail, I did manufacturing, I did designing, photography, 3D designing, and I learned all the manufacturing skills. Then I thought, let me make an academy where I can actually give all that training that I always wish people should have. That's how I started an academy in India, and then in 2015 I approached Dubai and I started an academy in Dubai. And that's how the journey kept going on, and today we are at the brand new academy which is called World Academy of Design. The idea of setting up this academy is to give a unique school of training where under one roof everybody can learn anything about jewelry, means A to Z, starting from gemology, diamonds, photography, jewelry designing, jewelry manufacturing, 3D designing, manual designing, design development, concept development. All these things I have set it up in a way, in a sequence that a person will learn from A to Z. And anybody who is going into a career of jewelry will actually reach to his goals and his dreams. He will not feel like helpless in the middle of the journey after 2 years. What do I do now? So this is the idea, and we take it from here.
So we know the World Academy of Design has comprehensive solutions to provide to the world after pandemic, and especially how we see industry growing and where it is heading towards. So coming to your introduction, there's so much expertise you hold, kind of vast experience you hold, it would be next to impossible for me to introduce. I would like you to tell our listeners about yourself and your journey.
See, Krishna, it's a very short journey, I would say. For me, how time passes, I don't know myself. As I told you, from my childhood, because my family was in business, my father, great-grandfather was in jewelry business. So I started learning from childhood. And as I grew up, I had so many hobbies like singing, shooting sports, and photography, and then CAD designing, then designing and engineering and technicals and whatnot. So I just merged everything into my passion into the business, and that's how I developed a school, and I formally learned gemology, although my training was from my father, practical training, but I wanted to always have a formal training. So I did formal training from GIA, from IGI, from JPDC, it was a Jewellery Development Council, and then I went to Singapore for a CAD design training, and so on. It kept going on, and I believe learning should never stop. And that keeps me going on. And now I want to share everything what I have learned from my experience with the students.
We would be learning from such an experienced man himself who holds such practical knowledge and who has seen the transition of jewelry from back in days till today. So we also would like to know about your association with BRICS. You're honorary directors with them, and you're also associated with Gem and Jewelry Trade Council of India. So please tell us about that.
Krishna, actually, since I was in UAE, so Gem and Jewelry Trade Council of India is one of the most prestigious organizations of jewelers and manufacturers in India. So Mr. Shantibhai Patel is the chairman of the association. He requested me, Tarun, we want you to affiliate with us, be the head of UAE, and take it as a director and take it forward from there, so we can develop a network of jewelry designers and jewelers across the world. So I accepted that proposal, and then we had BRICS Chamber of Commerce is also one of the platforms, which is Chamber of Commerce is headquartered in India, and Dr. Madhukar, BBL Madhukar is the chairman. He offered me that since I'm in UAE and because of my network, he said, we want to appoint you as an honorary director for UAE. And so I said that will be a pleasure for me to make a network, and because see, BRICS will actually help our industry to develop trade across BRICS countries.
Yes.
So I thought it's adding a value to my target, to my vision. So I accepted that position as well.
You are very well deserving, and you're too humble to acknowledge that, and congratulations for your
Thank you
association. So amongst juggling between your different roles, and how this conceptualization of World Academy of Design came, as you told, it's your passion after all, and you have had like proper training about it. What's there for me as a new learner, or maybe if I'm experienced from the industry as well, what I can expect of this academy?
That's a very good question, Krishna. I would say you wanted to ask like why people should come to World Academy of Design and what they will learn.
Definitely,
Right?
because there's so much academies and institutes out there who are offering so much vast courses. But what I as a student would expect out of you, that I'm going to learn something which would be very business oriented and which will be very practical, not theoretical.
Absolutely. I take an academy as a family.
Yeah.
Like a father takes care of his child, that's how I want to take care of the students coming into the academy. That's the first thing. So my purpose of setting up the academy is with your program. I would like to tell your viewers that there are a lot of schools, a lot of institutions from so many years for the jewelry industry. I'm not saying that they don't have something and we have something different, but it's just that we want to consolidate the trainings in an efficient way of learning and make a person who has a dream of getting into the jewelry industry successful. So first thing, to be a jeweler, you must be a jewelry designer, you must be a gemologist, you must be a good diamond identifier, diamond grader. There are so many things. You have to be a visual expert. You have to have a forecast. You have to have understanding of designing. So to develop all these skills, these are not God gift. You have to develop your skills. And to develop these skills, there are certain methods. And I agree to this, that everybody cannot learn everything.
Yes.
Everybody has their own passion, own way of learning and own pace of learning. So what we do is, we first counsel the person. Suppose you come in as a student to me, I don't expect you to come with, okay, I want to learn gemology. Even if you say I want to learn gemology, I'll not just go and put you in gemology class.
Definitely.
I will first ask you what's your background, what's your understanding, what is your skills, what is your level of technical understanding, and then I will suggest you the right path. I will give you a plan, what you should do, and after how many months or how many years, where you will reach. This is how we plan a career of each student coming into the academy. And after the training, we keep a watch on the training, we keep notes of the training, and after the training, we refer you to the right employment.
Wow.
In internationally, it's not just, as we say, it's World Academy of Design. So it's not just Dubai, it's not just India. It can be US, it can be UK, it can be Singapore, it can be London. Wherever is your right place, we will give you that placement. We will support you to reach that place.
That's great to know, and that also brings me to the next question, that jewelry learning is more of a tangible thing, if I would say from my experience. You are aiming to do this online as well.
Yeah.
So what softwares or what's your approach to make people learn or to understand insights of the jewelry industry?
See, seeing the situation, current pandemic situation, I would say this has been, for learners, this has been a blessing in disguise. Coming to an academy, traveling an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening is a big issue for everybody, and this has been the way of life since starting. But because of pandemic, we have done our research, we have developed the courses in such a way that we do it one-to-one. If we only take a limited number of students for every class, and the instructor interacts with every student face to face, and that's how the learning becomes perfect. There's no lagging because of physical absence, but it's one-to-one, and we also keep submitting. They also keep submitting their work, whatever they do. So interaction makes it more effective. So, and there are certain softwares which we use for interaction, for submission, for evaluating their work online, and thanks to the technology. We always try to be on top of the technology, and we always give the best technology to our students, and even to the jewelry industry, we always want to give the best in the market.
I can totally trust you with that, and today we are under this roof because of the same thinking we have about our vision towards the industry, that things are not the same. So that was the whole concept of the Jewellery Pod, that its tagline is unlearn and adapt. So as we are moving on, we have to totally unlearn what we have been going through, how we are doing things.
Absolutely.
And it's just beautiful idea and concept that how you see as an academy, because I have an access to few academies, and definitely the learning is very limited and very bookish. So knowing your views on that, I'm totally flattered, and I believe that it definitely has something new to offer.
Sure. We will be having amazing offerings and amazing courses for everybody. And let me just add on to what I just said. It's not only for the students, for the designers. We have courses for the housewives. Ladies sitting at home, they have responsibilities, they have family, they have responsibilities. They can also learn and start working from home. This is something which is required. So everybody has a passion for singing, everybody has a passion for designing, everybody has a passion for beauty.
Yes.
So this all comes together when you get a capability to start working from home. And if you give that opportunity, I think everybody, most of the people who are staying at home, they have with responsibilities, they take out time and they are enjoying it.
It's actually mind-blowing that you're thinking from not just business or academic point of view, you're thinking from the learner's point of view, which is another rare approach of all the academies, I would say. So you are holding a seminar on 17th of October. So are you going to tell in detail about all these things, or we get to know more about this?
Yeah, thank you for asking about the 17th. Actually, we had planned 17th as a launch of the academy, and this will be a virtual launch. On this launch, we are actually going to present a seminar, which will be actually a learning experience of 2 hours of very special training on jewelry photography by smartphone.
Brilliant.
Because everybody has a smartphone, and smartphone has the best camera inbuilt. So we had decided to give a gift and a launch gift to our designers by giving this course free of cost, a complimentary course. And in this course, we are going to give them a training Not only a training, we will give them a software to edit their photographs. We are going to give them a manual to learn the software. We are going to give them the techniques of taking photographs in 3 different environments. One is photography at home, photography at showroom, and outdoor photography. All for gemstones and jewelry. So
Don't forget to sign up for this. Links will be provided in the description. I would like to know 2 things from you. The time of the seminar on 17th of October, plus who going to be the guest on that seminar.
Krishna, we have very distinguished people now joining on this seminar. First of all, I would thank our 300 designers from across the world who have registered for this seminar. I would like to thank them, and I'm sure that they will not be disappointed by this commitment. They have registered for it, and we will give a full value of their time. So Krishna, on 17th we have very eminent guests from around the world. Foremost is Mr. Nizar Mukhtar from Saudi Arabia. He's a very eminent jeweler and gemologist in Saudi Arabia. Then we have Sheikha Al Sarkal, a famous designer, jewelry designer from Dubai. Then we have Anne Ong. She is also a famous designer from New York and Philippines. She does a lot of handcrafted jewelry and very popular in the market, in the US market. Then we have Mr. Marco from Italian Exhibition Group. He's the director of Italian Exhibition Group, and he will be joining us for the launch. And then lastly we have from Kenya a very eminent lady called Betty. She is the heading the Women's Association for Mining. And we are glad to invite these people as a guests of honor. Apart from many jewelers whom I can't even start counting, they have confirmed that they will join us for the seminar at the launch. So from Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, we will have a lot of jewelry industry people joining us, and even from India.
That is really assorted and selected people across the world who are actually leading the jewelry industry. After listening from Mr. Tarun Jain that who all will be guests on the seminar on 17th, it seems it's must to register for the seminar, and I believe it's actually going to be really interesting. So, Mr. Tarun Jain, I'm really thankful for the conversation we had, and that was a set of questions which I wanted to know from you. Is there something from you which you would like to this conversation?
I think that was a good start for now, and I would really thank you and thank our viewers to give their precious time for this conversation, and we look forward to see you all on 17th. Once we start, and then I promise you there will be a lot more coming in, lot more interaction and action coming in for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for your time.